My dad keeps hanging up on me. This time, he got what he deserved. Every time I call my dad, he hangs up the second he thinks he's heard what he needs. No goodbye. No, I'm hanging up now. Just silence. It drives me crazy. Last week, I called to invite him to my son's birthday party. It was a big deal for my boy, and I really wanted my dad there. But like always, he cut the call short before I could explain. I called back 3 or 4 times, but each time, just as I was about to add details, he hung up again. I was fuming. The party was approaching, and he wasn't even giving me a chance to finish my sentence. After a few tries, I was done. If he wasn't willing to listen, I wasn't going to beg. So I let it go. On the day of the party, my dad called, furious. He hadn't known about the birthday because, according to him, I never mentioned it. I calmly reminded him that I had tried several times, but since he wasn't interested in hearing me out, I assumed he wasn't coming. So he missed his grandson's birthday, and honestly, I don't feel bad. If he can't take a moment to listen, he doesn't deserve to be there. Mom hates my baby's name, so I did something bold. The moment we found out we were having a girl, I was overjoyed. Naming her felt deeply personal, like introducing her to the world. After weeks of debating, my partner and I finally settled on Alara. Unique, meaningful, and just right. Wanting my mom to feel included, we let her pick the middle name. She chose Grace, which I liked too. Then things took a turn. The first time Mom heard Alara, her expression soured. "It's different," she remarked, her tone sharp. Whenever family asked about the name, she proudly announced, "Her name is Grace," completely erasing Alara. At first, it was just irritating. Then it became infuriating. Relatives started calling, gushing about how lovely Grace sounded. The name we had chosen so carefully was being erased before our daughter was even born. I finally confronted Mom. "Can't you at least mention Alara?" She shrugged. "Grace is easier to say. People like it better." That stung. It wasn't just about the name anymore. It was about respect. Respect for me, for my partner, and for the choices we made for our child. So I made a bold move. The day we left the hospital, I changed her name. I swapped Grace for Maeve. When Mom found out, she was livid. "You ruined it," she snapped. But you know what? Watching her squirm was oddly satisfying. Alara Maeve suits my daughter perfectly. And now every time someone asks her name, I say it with pride. I named my daughter after my mother, but my family refuses to say it. I named my daughter Clara after my late mother. To me, it was the perfect tribute. But the moment I announced it at a family dinner, the room fell silent. Aunt Margot was the first to speak, her voice tight. "You can't name her that. Let Clara rest." My chest tightened. She was my mother. I shot back, my voice unsteady. I have every right to honor her. But the resistance didn't end there. My cousins exchanged wary glances. My uncle stared into his drink, and even my usually reserved father sighed. "Sweetheart," he said gently, "that name carries a lot of weight. Maybe too much." I refused to waver. Clara was my daughter, and her name was final. But as the months passed, I started noticing things. At family gatherings, they never said her name. They called her the baby or little one, as if Clara was something they couldn't bring themselves to say, and it hurt more than I expected. Then one evening, Margot pulled me aside. "You think you're honoring her?" she said, her voice trembling. "But you don't know the truth. Clara wasn't the saint you remember." My stomach dropped. "What are you talking about?" She hesitated, then leaned in, her voice barely above a whisper. "Your mother had a secret, one she took to her grave, and now you've tied it to your child." I froze. "What secret? Tell me." But Margot only shook her head, eyes glistening. "Some things are better left buried." Now every time I look at my daughter, a question lingers. Did I make a mistake? And what secret is so dark that my family would rather erase my mother's name than let it live on?